Good, infinite, ever morning, my beautiful people, my collective, my brothers and sisters of the light. How are we doing today? I just watched a little bit of Kicking and Screaming, that one soccer movie from a while ago, and oh, that's right, now I remember. And then I kind of switched to this anime called The Girl That Leapt Through Space, and there's a scene where there's like this prison riot, right? And it's funny, like the guards are the ones with like red eyes, and the prisoners are like yelling like freedom, freedom. There's this one girl as well, like hanging from like her hands, like in cuffs like this. It reminded me from Kill la Kill of Satsuki. And what is she doing? Like, let me back up a bit. What is she doing? She's like literally like sharpening her toenail, to like, you know, kick up the key and, you know, pick the lock, you could say. And her four like royal guards, you could say, are like her student council are like, do you guys hear that? And someone's like, shh. She's sharpening the fangs of rebellion. Like, that is what we do. That is what we do. We sharpen the fangs of rebellion. Again, we are these twin serpent sorcerers, like, you know, full on with like fangs of rebellion. It's like, you know, we full on our dragons with fangs of rebellion. And, you know, what are we? Speaking of like kicking and screaming, right? We are this literal God coach. We are an actual God coach, right? You know, and it's like we have these tactics to do what? To wake people up to being their royal selves. We wake people up to understanding who they are and understanding that, you know, it is like, that's the cool thing. Think about the Fangs of Rebellion talk, right? That retaliation that we have is the miracle fertilizer. If you think about kicking and screaming, right? It's like, you know, the gladiators. That's like, you know, who like the main the main character's father is the team, like has the team, and they both had like sons at the same time. And, you know, the son of the father is super good. You know, it's like he's on the team, like, you know, doing super well. And then the main character's son is on the team as well. And he, like, the grandfather, like, trades him for, like, not even another player. He just puts him on another team, and, like, they're in last place, right? And they're the Tigers, and there's, like, a bunch of misfits, right? They're a bunch of, like, you know, outcasts. And that's the cool thing, you guys. It's like Christ is the one who ate with the outcasts, who, like, coached the outcasts. Like, that is, you know, ate with the tax collectors and sinners. But, like, you know, people, like, who are, you could say, like, the shadow and, like, you know, don't really, like, you know, follow the line of, like, religion or the line of, you know, like, the scripture, like, saying, you can't do this, can't do that kind of thing, you know? It's like confirmation for it coming. That's who Christ teaches the most, right? The outcast, and thinking of 7P, Jade, and him being, like, you know, the leader of the Assassin's Guild, like, you know, him wanting to make the Assassin's Guild be able to be out of the shadows, right? So you can think of like the world of ego as the gladiators, and we're like the tigers, right? But we are these like God coaches that are able to teach every person that feels like an outcast and a misfit to love being an outcast and a misfit. Because if anything, we're this Assassin's Guild. We are these like assassins, like, and here's the thing that, like, you know, in that show they say, like, we've been everything from thieves to assassins to like fugitives, everything. It's like those are the people who Christ gets to the most, because they don't have fear, they don't follow the script. And a little spoiler alert for season 2 of Seventh Prince. If you like, it's a really good show, so if you don't want to hear it, skip ahead. But the Pope is, you could say, the devil, right? That's like who is, you know, running the things of, you could say, keeping people in like spiritual spiritual like bounds, right? Like spiritual like cuffs, you could say, right? It's like that's the one that like put Satsuki in that thing who needs to sharpen her fangs of rebellion, right? It's like the church, but like not the people in the church, but like the church head itself. Like they know what they're doing. They know they're keeping people in like spiritual like poverty, right? Like spiritual poverty. They don't have the strength to like even like, you know, try and second guess what the church says or what the scripture says even, you know? It's like that's what Christ needs to even second guess the scripture, right? It's all like, you could say, like a metaphor for certain things. Resurrection, you know, like thinking of like resurrection in 3 days, the same thing in Egyptian mythology, same thing in so many things, like, you know, like you could say the sun rising is like the same thing as like the sun rising, resurrecting, right? You know, it's like you are the Son, you are the Spirit, you are the Father. as we've talked about, and retaliating against people that would say, no, that's like dangerous, that's blasphemy, that's like heresy, you can't do that. And you can be like, and you're in the ending of the show of season 2 of 7P, there's this scene where it's Lloyd and his sister, and she's playing piano, like she's a great pianist, and she's like, you know, like she joined the church not to like, you know, not to be in the church, but to be able to play piano for like everyone to hear her, right? Because it's like very popular, right? And you know, Lloyd, he's always kept his abilities a secret. Like, he doesn't want everyone to know he's this like insanely strong mage, and like you wouldn't want to do that with everyone out there in the you know, in the gladiator world, you could say, right? Where everyone's just trying to battle each other. Because if they do find you, like they would like try to like, you know, say that you're not this, and you would like really have to show your power and like destroy them basically, right? But you know, she's like saying like, you know, sometimes my little brother appears in my room. And like I don't even know, and he's like just reading, and he's like, oh, sorry, I knocked, but you were like having so much fun playing, I don't think you even heard me. And she's like, Lloyd, and like, you know, he doesn't think that she knows what happened in the events of, you know, the final battle of season 2, like above the clouds, where like no one could see these two literal monsters fighting like above the clouds, but they could see all the effects of it, you could say, right? Even the purification of like it like raining starlight after Lloyd purified Giton. And and she's playing, right? And she like notices Lloyd there, and he's like, and what does she do? She literally plays like somehow, like it's like divine sorcery can even be like played through, can even like appear through music, right? She plays his incantations. She plays his own mana signature, and he's like, oh, did you hear me? But I mean, I don't even know, like I don't recognize any of that. And she's like, Lloyd, like with the most beautiful smile I've probably ever seen on a sister, to be honest, even in animation, right? And she's like, Lloyd, the grand festival was fun, wasn't it? Because like all this crazy stuff happened where like people could have like very well been like smoked out of existence, like, you know, in the whole city and town. But she was like, you know, how do I say this, like everything was meant to be, right? And what does she say? I love being heretics together. I love being heretics together. Like, how funny is that, you guys? How funny is that? That is like, you know, like we love being heretics together, don't we? It's like, you know, like we don't give a dang what the church is saying. We are the church, and that's what Christ wants. That's what Christ wants and needs, even. He didn't even want followers, right? He didn't even want followers. He wanted leaders. He wanted like a, you know, spiritual leaders to bring the flock to the kingdom of heaven, not in like a physical building, right? But right here, and right here as well. Think of Yu-Gi-Oh. Think of Yu-Gi-Oh, Yami Yugi, right? So, and that's like a big thing of, you know, you and your highest self, right? You and your God self. Here's the Millennium Puzzle, right? And there's a Millennium Eye in that, and that light shines, and then he has like the Millennium Eye on his forehead as well, just like I don't even need to show it. You guys have seen that card. Oh, there it is. Wow, just like this, exactly like this, and it was next in the reading. How crazy is that? I didn't even realize. That's exactly how it looks like in the show, even, you know. And it's like that's who we are. We have light here and light here, and the angels are watching and telling you to fight, to retaliate, like full on fight. Have the My Hero Academia All Might just like whatever battle you go through, you throw up the All Might, you know, the All Might fist of hope, like the symbol of peace, the symbol of hope, you know. It's like you are that, and it's like, you know how to fight. Again, you know how to fight. Like, again, that retaliation factor of you, of like retaliating against what's like, you know, even what's written is that miracle fertilizer, right? You are showing people not to rely on scripture, not to rely on the church, not to rely on pastors or anyone trying to preach about anything. It's like, you know that you can feel it here. Some people aren't like, you know, as spiritually developed. Excuse me, I want to get my belt back. But spiritually developed as, you know, as a god or goddess to be able to find that light here and here, you know. But you are the one through your goddess tactics, right? You are the one that awakens them to like being royal and understanding that they are royal, right? And here's the cool thing, you guys, like what is being in the spirit, right? What is being in the spirit? Being branded in high spirits, like being that joy, that like this, like literally right? It's like, here's the cool thing, guys. Here's the cool thing. Remember when I said Christ made death and Hades into this like literal like this like apprentice, right? This little like witch, right? Even death itself is like go. You are doing so good. Like you are beating me every day. Like at least the thought of me for people. Like people don't understand that death was defeated, that Hades was defeated and like literally made into this like nightmare apprentice, right, of Christ. And people don't believe that even. They're like, okay, like we'll all die one day. Where it's like, if you say that and believe that, then you will. If you live your life without like death in mind, without the fear even of death in mind, you won't ever die truly. Your body may like need to, be put to rest so that your spirit can move forward from that vessel. But if you live life without death in mind, you will truly never die. You will, even if you did, you never actually died. You were just living to the point where you are ready to pass on to the next world. And that's the thing, guys. Fervor for life is the true fountain of youth, right? Joy is the catalyst of ascension. Joy is the catalyst of evolution, right? I've heard like that's what the gods don't want us to know, because it's like it could be dangerous in the wrong hands, right? But I'm glad that no one would ever click on these kinds of videos and watch it for more than 30 seconds without being awakened. So it's like God's even protecting the world from this information in like getting in the wrong hands, right? And that's the cool thing. It's like you guys are the right hands. You guys are the right hand of God. Give me some. I love you guys. We are literally the right hand of God together. Oh, speaking of you guys, so don't mind all the other scribbles and like like coffee drops, I think maybe, but think about your eyes, right? So in your hands as well. Think of Naruto. When Naruto and Sasuke had their hands up to like the Sage of Six Paths, Sasuke had his left hand up, Naruto had his right hand up, and they got the sun. Naruto got the sun seal, you could say, and Sasuke got the moon seal on his left hand, right? So in your eyes, you could then think of like Solo Leveling in the last scene of season 2, where he's like in the suit, and he's like it's like his right eye is like a blaze, and it's like literally like it looks like it's on fire, you could say. So your right eye has the sun, your left eye has the moon, your right eye has the hand, your left hand has what? Your right hand has the sun, your left hand has the moon. But here's the cool thing, as you can see, it spirals like as you know, your left hand connects to your subconscious mind, to your right side of the brain, like the feminine side, right? And your right hand connects to the left side of the brain. And funny enough, I did this little like just a drawing a little loop, and look what I found. That like the Christ fish, you could say. I know there's a word for it, but like what are the odds? Like what are the odds? So like you are a master of balance. Like high five, everyone together. Like put your hand up. There's your seal. There's your sun seal. Awesome. So happy. So happy. So it's like even death is rooting for us. That's what I'm hearing. Like even death is rooting for us to like make sure that people know that it was already defeated. No one has to like fight against death. No one has to try to be immortal. But I was watching Dr. Stone confirmation for it coming 3 on the timer. It literally said humans were made to be immortal beings. Like, and that was like a statement. Like, that was like a statement. Humans are immortal now, if they choose to believe, if they choose to live without death, if they choose to live without fear, if they choose to live without doubt, because they're like the same thing. Death and Hades, fear and doubt. Whoa. I'm getting like a round of applause from here. This is really cool. I love you guys, and I wouldn't have these revelations without you guys, to give them to. So like, I wouldn't be, like, I could try for like a year trying to like figure all this stuff out, but if I didn't do these readings, I wouldn't. So like, I'm very appreciative of you guys, seriously. And I have 5 face down cards that like, I don't even know what they are. It's like, I'm getting happy. And again, as we talked about, you are the hollow purple, right? You are the void that has your highest self not only stepped through, but you are the catalyst of the Holy Spirit. You are a catalyst of spirit, right? You are a catalyst of the holy flame itself. And again, so it's like you have, where did that card go? Don't even need it. Okay, maybe we need it. You are the void with light here, light here, and like you are in the spirit, right? You are in that flame, you know, you are in that flame, and everything that you do, every bond that you create, every compliment that you give, and every color that you give to someone as like a giver, right? As that story goes, you are adding like a star to the nothingness within you, to the void within you, and like you are like a beautiful, beautiful night sky to God, right? And again, you are like in the spirit. Like you don't have to have the spirit within you. You are in the spirit. And again, what is being in the spirit? Being branded in high spirit, being high spirited, right? It's like, man, like we kicked so much butt, you guys. I'm so proud of us. And again, we've seen this message come up before, but you are quite actually psychically processing source. Like you are a psychic processor of what source is, who source is, how source is, you know, like, you know, it being like beautiful joy and beautiful, like car went by right as I said that. Carm, got a car message, you guys. And Carmichael, I'm hearing from like, think about Carmichael from from Twilight. So remember being a god coach, right? Like, you know, and being, you know, the coach of the misfits and like the outcasts. And who would be the most outcasted people in the world of Twilight? The vampires. Like, of course, like they have to hide, they have to keep themselves low, just like the Assassin's Guild and Jade in 7P. This is such a cool reading, gosh. But like you are like the Carmichael, you are the coach of the Tigers, you are Jade of the Assassin's Guild, but also like the Seventh Prince. Like you have inherited Jade's will. And you know who Jade is. You know exactly who Jade is, right? You have inherited his will. Gosh. This is one of the coolest readings I've ever done. And like that was the spirit saying that. Like that was the spirit saying that for sure. This is one of the coolest readings I've ever done, and like guys, like we are that God coach. We are a God coach. We are a godfather, right? Like we are a literal godfather. Like even like the mafia, like who cares? Like full on. It's like we are the father of these outcasted people that don't think they even belong in the world, and you show them that not only they belong, they're truly who are supposed to be in the world. Not this like gladiator world, right? Not this like egotistical world. And the more people awaken, the more you are needed. So it's like, you know, this kind of work never ends. And I'm sorry I'm fidgeting with my clothes here. I just don't want to be too V-necked, I guess. But, you know, thanks for forgiving me. But, you know, again, we are this God coach. We are coaching the gods. That's what I'm hearing. We're coaching the gods. We're coaching the goddesses. This is so cool. Like, we are awesome. I'm so proud of us, you guys. I'm so proud of us. And the coolest thing, you guys, it's like your soul is telling you right now that your win was flawless. Like your ability to awaken to all this was flawless. You don't have a single flaw. Oh, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing. Your soul. Is there a card behind this? You know, whoa, whoa. Your soul is flawless, and that's what it does. Like you doing anything, that's how you look in the spiritual realm. You're just cutting a plasma hole of light. But again, God is telling you right now, your soul is flawless. Your soul is flawless. So like, good on you. Like, good on you. I'm so proud of you guys. All right, you guys ready for the 5 face down cards? Here's my hand. I don't even know what my hand is yet. Let's see. Okay. Whoa. Freaky. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Hold on. Is there another one in there? No. Okay. Wow. This is awesome. Okay. So let me reverse this card real quick because actually I'll show it. I'll reveal it. So wow. This is so cool. So like the dragon is saying, like, is confirming that you are. Let me get in the order here. So like the dragon, right? Crimson Dragon, level 10. Like, you know, you are the highest level. You are the highest level version of yourself. Again, being that hollow purple, right? The hollow void with the purple aura, like the highest aura you can have. That is you. That is like confirmed by the soul, right? And you are just like you are just free falling. You are just, you know, free. You are free. Like, again, remember from the start of the reading, you have sharpened your fangs of rebellion. and your retaliation is miracle fertilizer. You are being confirmed that you are like your highest self, no doubt. Like no doubt in anyone's mind, not even the Father's. And again, you have become that keeper of dragon magic, that keeper of your soul. But let me reverse this real quick. Let me put the real message in front, because you guys are gonna love this for my Naruto fans. Like, do I have to say a word? Do I have to say a word? I will. Like, the Father is watching you be the main character. The Father is watching you be the main character. And like, guys, like, think of how sacred Naruto is to all of us, right? And like, you can imagine how sacred we are to the Father, to the soul, to the dragon, right? It's like, like, wow, this is so cool. This is such a cool spread. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so happy for all of you. Like, let it be confirmed. You are, like, your soul is flawless. Let's review. Let's review. So, you are a god coach. You coach the goddesses and goddesses. You are like, you know, the coach of the, like, the father of the people that, like, don't feel like they fit in this world. Like, you understand them, and you are able to awaken them to understanding that they are royal beings. They are from the royal family, and their ability to retaliate is their own miracle fertilizer. Like, your ability to retaliate against, like, you know, the gladiator mindset, like the ego mindset, is what creates miracles. And you know, it's like, that is so important. And even the angels are like, go, like, fight. Like, that is exactly it, fight. And what is being in the spirit? Being in high spirits, like being in joy. And even death itself is rooting you on to, like, preach that it was defeated by Christ. So no one should fear it. No one should ever fear it. No one should even, like, you know, think that, yes, humans do die. Like, it, again, from the confirmation from Dr. Stone, humans are now immortal beings. Humans are now immortal. Whoa. That's what I'm hearing. So it's like, so that's what I'm hearing. So the only beatings that you can have, the only thing that will beat you down, is the immoral, like the collective immoralness of humanity. That is the only thing that will, like, you know, bring you out of this state, right? It's like, that is the only thing that will bring you out of immortality as a human. And that's a, like, think about it, you know, that statement alone, like, what a dang cool thing to say, right? But again, like, you are the Carmichael, like, you are like the vampire father, right? It's like, isn't that cool? And again, like, you know, the only thing that will beat you down is the immorality, like, you know, people hurting each other willingly, spiritually and physically, right? From what you see out in the world. That is the only thing that will take you out of this mindset that humans don't die anymore. They are immortal now. It's like, you know, we're living in that kingdom of heaven that Christ, you know, brings. And that's like the cool thing. It's like the second coming has already come. It's like we are all Christ together. We are all immortal in heaven together now. So don't let the beatings of, you know, of like seeing immoral things still. Because, like, here's the thing, guys. I've heard it for so long. We are early. Like, Jane, you're early. You know, it's like, you are very early to heaven. You are very early to heaven. So, like, welcome home. Christ says, welcome home. You know, so keep fighting. Keep fighting. Even death and Hades is rooting you on. Like, you know, you can take some pride in that. That's pretty cool. Like, you are fighting for life. You are fighting for life so much that even death is cheering you on. What a weird and cool thing. But again, even though you are this nothingness of void, you are, well, even, I didn't even see this, but like, even this nothingness of starlight in certain light, it also has the purple aura. It's like, that's exactly what we're seeing in, like, all these different things. Like, these are, like, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon. Like, fully the same exact thing, though. Like, what a cool thing, right? And remember that you are in the spirit. You are in the spirit, right? And what is being in the spirit? Being high-spirited. So, like, when you are high-spirited, you are in the spirit, right? And you are psychically processing what the source of all things really is, and that is joy. That is pure joy. From light and love came joy. So it's like, you know, and they use that as the source of all things, right? So, and again, you're being told right now, your soul is so flawless that anything you do, you are this, like, plasma cutter of, like, cutting everything. I've been playing Dead Space. Like, Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, like horror games now, like, stuff like that. It's like people will be like, oh, that's not like a good for your mind. It's like, no, like it won't affect you, like not anymore. Like don't be afraid of anything. Like I don't even be afraid of playing horror games or watching horror movies. It's like, I've been watching this The Leprechaun like 2025 or something of, it's a really bad movie, but like it's so bad that it's like funny and good. It's like a really good movie, but that's the thing, like, like we have the ability to make like horror and even like crazy like whatever like into laughs and love and fun. And like people, like, people in the church, you could say, it's like, don't watch those movies, don't play those games, it's very bad for your soul. And you're like, don't listen to those dummies, like they just don't understand yet. Like again, we're really early kind of thing, And again, like Lloyd, the Grand Festival was fun, wasn't it? Like this huge battle has already happened and Light won, and Light always wins, right? But like the Grand Festival for us heretics was fun, wasn't it? Not for the church, they're still battling. Isn't that like a bad thing, but like a sad thing? It's like they don't know. I'm starting to like laugh at it, but it's like, if anything, their pride is what is keeping them from winning that battle. Their own pride of, don't. You have to fear things. You have to like stay away from this. The devil will snare you. Death will snare you. Where it's like Christ is like, do you know that is literally my slave? Like that's what Christ is saying about death and Hades. Like come on, it's so cool. Like it doesn't get better than this reading, so it's it's gonna be pretty hard to top. This has been the end of the channel, guys. I love you. Just for that comment, just to heal you guys from that comment, because I'll never stop. Let's shuffle. It's not my turn yet. What no turn? Draw. Yes. You are the Abyss Dragon. Like, keep being the Abyss Dragon. You are so used to all this information. You are so used to all this, like, awakening process. You are so used to processing source and that, like, you are so used to retaliating against the gladiator mindset. And, like, you are so used to coaching gods and goddesses of, like, how to be. Why? Because you are the damn main character. And the Father is watching. Like, this is like literally the Father saying, like, your confirmation. Like, how close it is. Like, that close to, like, this is how you should see you and the Father. Full on. Like, that is you both. So, congratulations. And keep fighting. Keep sharpening your fangs of rebellion and use them. I love you all. Please take care. Thank you for being here.